Hey everyone, if you know me really well, you know I'm a big fan of Shimoda Design bags, and they are back with the new and redesigned Explore version 2 geared for landscape and travel photographers. So the bag that I got is the Explore 35 in black, but it also comes in army green color. Hey everybody, so for those of you that know me really well, know I'm a big fan of Shimoda Design bags, and the first time they did their Explore bag, I jumped on the opportunity and bought one. And then when they came up with the release of the Action X, they sent me one to make a video about it, much like I did for the Explore. And now they're back with a new camera bag. It's the Explore version 2, and they did send me this bag for free too. I'm just saying that to be on the up and up, but I'm not sponsored by them, so whatever I'm saying is truly what I believe. And if you want to learn more about the bag, there's a link in the description of this video. You can learn more about it. So I'm just gonna jump right in and just say I've been using this bag for about a month's time, just going on landscape photography shoots, and I can say, like, out of all the 3 bags they designed, this is by far the most good looking bag I think they made. They've really implemented a lot of the stuff from the Action X into the Explore 2 that were missing in the original Explore, so I quite like that. So for me it just feels like an extension of the Action X series, but they defined it best. The Action X is more for like hardcore driven adventure, where if you're backpacking in the mountains for days, you might look at the Action X lineup because it can accommodate a lot more than just your photography gear. Where the Explore version 2 is more geared for travel and landscape photography, and I'll get into more into detail as to why it's geared for that. But for me, like, if I'm going on most of the time I'm going on a day hike, going to a lookout and then coming back, so all the stuff I need for a day hike like this does fit in this bag, and it fits in it. It accommodates all my photography gear, and if I ever need like stuff like coats, a little snack here and there, it accommodates all of that. So you have everything you need for a day hike where you're going and coming back home the same day. If you're going for more adventurous stuff, you might look into the Action X bags, for example, but this one is really geared for a landscape photographer. Like, I can see this camera bag being on my back all the time now, and the Action X will have to take a step back maybe. I'm just kidding. I love all the bags that they have. They're all equally beautiful, but this one, I really like the look of it. It has this kind of unique look, and I like the changes they did to it, and they added some stuff too that are not in the Action X, but they're in the Explore 2. The new Explore version 2 comes in 3 sizes, 25, 30, and 35 liters. It's really comfortable for hiking, especially when you have it fully loaded with gear. All bags will be sold in kits. My Explore 35 comes with a medium DSLR core unit included. So the Shimoda Explore version 2, the 35 liter, it can fit pretty much all configurations of their core units. The small, the medium mirrorless, and there's a new large mirrorless core unit as well that's been designed with the launch of this bag. So you can easily accommodate a medium DSLR core unit, and that's included in the kit that's sold on the Kickstarter campaign. But me, I easily can fit my large DSLR core unit in there, and with no problem. Some new features that I found really interesting for me that got me excited as well, because it kind of fits my workflow as a landscape photographer. With you got an air-out ventilated harness, which is, for me, is just like heaven, because you're always sweating hiking up. You get a new base handle, so you can easily carry it from 2 sections rather than just one. It also came up with 2 padded filter sleeves to carry my filters, and you can actually attach it to your tripod as well. And I quite like the filter sleeves because I find most filter sleeves are cumbersome, so this new one is really interesting. So some features that they carried over from the Action X into the Explore version 2. One of them is the side access, which I quite find functional. I like to set one side having the tripod, one side having the quick side access, which works really well. The other thing is the dual pockets on each end for a tripod, or you can have a tripod and a water bottle. Like me, I like to carry 2 tripods at all times, so I use them up all the time. And if not, I just use one and not the other. You can set it up on your preference, how you like. Some of the zippers are YKK lockable zippers that you can actually lock up, so when you're traveling, if it's exposed to the outside elements, nobody's going to be able to open up your bag and steal some of your stuff. You also designed a dual access document pocket that you can access from the top zippered pouch, or you can access from inside the photography gear where the core unit is. So it's quite accessible both ways, so I find that quite interesting. So some of the new things that I like the design on this bag, I do like that pouch in the front that only covers half of the bag size. You can actually just kind of store something you need to access quick, like a hat, first aid kit, for me gloves, and it's just a separate compartment from the top compartment on the top, which I use it to store a jacket, my flashlight, or just any snacks or something I might need to access quick, And also it's kind of separate, those two pouches are separate from the front pouch that's deep, that you can put your water bladder in there, and I quite use that with the housing towards the water coming into the strap, so I can have water on the go whenever I'm hiking. So I quite like the fact that you have a lot of storage even though it's such a small profile of a bag. I think it's genius how they figured out to give you all that storage and yet keep the profile of the bag really, really small. So I find that super interesting. One nice feature that I like, and also geared for landscape photographer, I find it really practical in the field, is that you do get on one of the side of the bag, you get the side access, and on the other you have a zippered compartment that leads to two small zippered compartments that could fit a small snack. I like to leave Cliff bars in there, or whatever kind of bars you need, so if you ever get hungry on the trail, you can just reach into that. That's just another thing. It just takes up, instead of putting those snacks somewhere else, that seems to fit perfectly there. But you can also use it to put filters in there. You can use it to put a notebook or something, and I quite like that feature. And they do have on one of the side pockets, I think they have a passport pocket that you can actually hide your passport in it without being too obvious, too accessible. So I think that's kind of clever too. I will never leave my passport in my camera bag, but if you're ever traveling, you might. Some standard features like all these Shimoda bags is you do have adjustable harness. They are compatible with women's shoulder straps. You get side and rear access, and you have the core unit compatible, so modular. You can actually choose which core unit you want. But on this Kickstarter, they're just gonna be doing kits only. So whatever I said comes with the kit is what you can buy. Removable belt as well. On this one you can remove the belt if you don't need it. On the Explore 30 and the 35 you can fit a 16-inch laptop. You have two stowable tripods / water bottle pouches. You have quick access mobile phone and accessory pocket on the straps. You can use just like all the other Shimoda design bags. Also, what comes with the camera bag, you do get the rain cover and the straps to attach stuff to the outside of the bag. And the material on this bag is constructed with durable water resistant material, and I've hiked with it in the rain and without the rain cover, and everything was dry inside. So it's not waterproof 100%. You do need the rain cover if in case it's raining heavily. One small difference from the Action X50, that the adjustable harness is kind of small, medium and large depending on your body, but you don't get the X large on this line. Also, there's one feature that they redesigned that I'm quite excited about. It's just all in the details. Like honestly, I find with Shimoda Design, they always think of the little details that really are necessary for a landscape photographer. So one of those features, it might be small, but for me it's actually something I'm excited about, is they designed two lavalier or wireless mic mounts. Like I use the Rode Go a lot on my trips to kind of record audio when I'm making YouTube videos, and with the Rode clip, the clip is kind of precarious. I'm always worried about losing it, so they designed these wireless mic mounts. It's just a simple strap inside the pockets on the sleeve on each end, and you can use them to clip your Rode mic inside and have it securely while in the reach of your mouth, so you can get good audio but have it secure, so in case something happens it falls into the pocket rather than on the ground when you're hiking. So definitely this feature for me is something that adds value for me as a landscape photographer on YouTube, but it's not for everybody. It's only if you do record video and you use that. That's a feature that's kind of geared for people that do photography and video for whatever reason. You also have a large luggage handle for attaching your Shimoda bag to your roller or your luggage when traveling. You can also use these two extra zippered storage compartments for snacks, small filters, or anything you see fit. You do get a set of straps to attach anything you wish to the outside of the bag using the different attachment points. Also, like all the various attachment points, you can use with the straps to attach whatever you see fit to the outside of the bag One new accessory they designed is the mini wrap that can fit your Rode wireless Go or memory cards or extra batteries and attaches to the waist belt for quick access. I also really like the bottom of the bag. The material seems to be tougher and rugged and can handle any environment. All the zippers seem properly sealed for protection against rain and watertight. So there's a new travel pouch with 2 separate compartments that you can use for wipes, for your masks, or miscellaneous items you might need when traveling. I do like how the bag just sits upright when setting it down without falling and how beautiful it looks from all angles. Also, some of the proceeds of the sale goes to give back to nature, which is a great initiative. I think that covers most of the bag and I quite like it. You also have the trash pockets on the belt, and the belt is kind of removable as well. You can remove it. I like to keep it for hiking. It's really useful because it helps get the weight off your back and transfer it onto your hips. So I quite like that feature and always keep it on. And you also get all the same features that you're familiar with. The only thing that's quite different, also you get the ventilated straps and the ventilated back as well. Honestly, I really like the look of it. They really did a good job in the look of it. And also, like, if you're using this for city or travel, it doesn't give the impression that it's a photography bag because it's kind of a low profile. It kind of blends in with the other bags. So I quite like that. That's my personal opinion. You probably have your own opinion. So I quite like the way they designed this bag. I really feel like this bag is designed for what I need and what the need of most landscape photographers have. For me, like, I can't really think of any faults. Like, I always kind of wonder what they're gonna come up with next, you know? Yeah, I'm always curious to see what they're gonna come up with next. But I think this bag, they really hit a home run with it. And it's one of my favorite bags easily. There's a reason why they're doing so well, is because they always put out stuff that people are looking for. And if this is the bag for you, then you should probably buy it on the Kickstarter or buy it later. So I think if you're looking for a new bag, this is the bag for you for landscape photography or travel. For me, like, just to kind of end this video, I feel like they really did a home run with this bag. I love the way how they designed it, how they set up everything to actually make your life as a landscape photographer that much more comfortable. And if you're looking for a new bag, I highly recommend this one. I really can't think of anything bad about it. That's the thing, you know, I don't want to say anything bad about it, and really I don't see anything bad about it. I've been using it for a while since I got it. I really feel like it's just as comfortable like all the other bags, and I really like the new features in there. I feel like they make my life that much easier. And yeah, if you do buy this bag, if you use the link in the description of the video, it does give me a 10% commission, but it does no way affect the price of the bag. It's just something that helps me keep making these videos and keep this channel alive. So I appreciate you guys tuning in, and if you have any questions about the bag, just leave me a comment and I'm happy to answer it. I do love questions and I love answering them. I probably might have missed some small details that are really specific. So if you have a specific question about it, please leave me a comment asking me anything, because I try to be as thorough as I can, go over everything, but sometimes you always miss one or two small details. All I can say is that I really love this bag. I love all their bags. You know, they're doing such a good job accommodating the travel and landscape and action photographers out there. So I'm kind of curious to see what they do in the future as well. So thank you everyone for tuning in, and drop me a comment if you have a question.